Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. This is October 2020 and variant 22. Paper 2 we have. So let's start. First question we have, you can see this is a isosceles triangle and two sides are equal. And when two sides are equal, automatically the two angles automatically equal. So you know that sum of triangles is add them equals to 180. So 34 plus 34 plus x equals to 180. So 68, and it goes there, and when it goes there, subtract. So 180 minus 68. So answer is coming 112 degree. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. Next question. We can do directly subtract the numbers, but some student may be confused what is doing. So do one thing, we take y common, and we get 27 minus 77. I repeat, this y, I have taken common. And inside, so when you subtract these two, you got a negative 50. Y times 2, negative 50, or you write negative 50y. Both are correct answer. Now, some of these two values here, very tricky. One point is important. You know what that important? Whenever power 2 comes, try your best, use in bracket. And here student do mistake, because if you type this in calculator, it give you negative 9. If you type this in calculator, it will give you positive 9. I hope so. The point is very, very clear. But it, I think so. What he mentioned, we cannot take a bracket ourselves, okay? Because he said without brackets. So we should eliminate. We should eliminate. So if I eliminate the bracket, this is just extra knowledge for you, okay? So this is answer is, even this is not there. So here comes 9, and here positive, whereas this answer is coming negative 9, and negative 9 is coming, and you know it very well, plus into minus minus, and I get 0. I hope so. The point is very clear. Now here expanding, so x multiply inside, I get 3x. X multiply inside, x times 2x square is giving you x cube, because power add up. So let's talk about next part. He's saying here J buys 2.4 meter ribbon and 4.8 meter rib fiber, and total money spent is that. So we have basically one formula. Amount is equals to cost of item multiplied by number of items. This is a basic formula, okay, and we'll use the same. He's saying here very clear that total cost, we know it very well. So money spent on ribbon, and money spent on fiber. If I add fabric, his total money is here is 33.48 dollars, 33.48. Look at it mentioning. So it means that money spent on ribbon plus money spent on fabric is this much. So you know it very well. One ribbon meter cost is this much. So 1 meter, so 0.8685, multiply by 1 meter. If 2 meter into 2, if 3 meters into 3. So this way we can find the amount. 10 meters into 10, and 2.4 meters into 2.4. And I believe you understanding what is going on. So this is done. Fabric. What is a fabric? Again, same formula, cost of item into number of items. Cost is, I don't know cost. So let's say C for cost. And fabric meters are, look, the same story. If cost is, let's say C, so 1 meter C into 1, 2 meter C into 2, and 3 meter C into 3, and 4.8 meter 4.8 multiply. I hope so clear. Equals to 33.48. So this is a money spent on ribbon, and this money spent on fabric. So I think so it is not a hard job. 0.85 times to 2.54, I get a 2.04. And C times to 4.8 remain as it is. The 33.48. And then this value will go there. Okay. So it means this 33.48 minus this answer. So it is coming here, C times to 4.8 equal to 33.48 minus 2.04. Now we subtract, you got 31.44, and then this 4.8 will divide. So if I divide this answer by 4.8, we can find easily the cost. Cost is cost of fabric is $6.55. I hope so. The point is very clear. There are these are the first 5 terms of sequence, yeah, and find out next 2 sequences. So best technique, how much if you add, you get this answer, not add, subtract, -1. How much you subtract, -3. How much you did with -5. How much this minus, I think so, yeah, 7. Okay. So now after this, you can see this. This is a difference, -2. This is a difference, -2. This is a difference, -2. Next difference, -2. So, and next again difference is also -2. And now 23 minus 5, we got 18. 18 minus 7, you get this. And actually, -7, -2, you get a 9, -9. And -2 get a -11. Now, if you check it, what is going on, so we can find out of 11, 9 gone. So we got a 2. And from here, what we get it, we get a -9, because from 9, 11, 9 subtract, you got 2. From 2, you 11 subtract, you got -9. So next numbers are 2 and -9. Although I can find a formula and then plug in easily to get answers next, but I think so this is a easy way. What is this question here? What is the difference coming here? +7. What is the difference here? +7. How much you can get the next value? +7. How you get this value is +7. And formula we have Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 times 2t. In this sequence, what is first term? 3. So a is equals to 3, and common difference is 7. So plug in this formula. 3 comes in the place of a, and n as it is, and d is 7. So when I solve it, this 7 multiply with n, 7 multiply with 1. So I get 7n and -7. And finally 7 as it is, and 3 minus 7 gives you -4. So I got the nth term it. So this is nth term, I got it here. So Tn is equals to 7n minus 4. And I believe this is okay. And let's talk about the next part. Next part, if you check it here, 2 plus 9 give you 11. 11, like 11 plus 15, it gives you 26. You can do one thing, 26 minus 11 subtract. This is another way to get it. So here, 21 and 74 minus 47. If you subtract these two numbers, you get a 27. So I hope so this is very clear. And 9 plus 3 you get 15, 9 plus 6, sorry, and 15 plus 6, 21, plus 6. Now, first layer difference is not same, but second layer difference is same. Whenever this happens, when first layer this difference is same like this, so we have power of n1 comes. So when first layer is not same, second same, it's called n square. And when first layer is not same, second not same, third same, it's called n cube. So n1, n to power 1, n to power 2, n to power 3. I hope so you got the idea. Now, what are the formula, students, in this option? So this is what is the first term in this situation is it come from here. D1 is called common difference number 1 is 9. D2 is here 6, where it comes from here. So now I can apply the formula, and formula is Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D1. Actually, the same formula, only I co-wrote D1 plus D2 divided by 2 in the bracket n minus 1 into n minus 2. So this formula I'm going to use, so get ready. And what is A value? 2. I plug in all values. 2 plus n minus 1, and D1 is 9. So I hope so clear. And D2 is 6. And this n multiply, 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 and multiply. So do it very carefully. It becomes n square minus 2n minus n and plus 2. Be careful while multiplying. 2, so this n9 multiply inside. 9 times to n is 9n, and 9 ones are 9. And this is 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. This 3 will multiply inside, but before I simplify, negative 2n, negative n, give you negative 3n. Now you can see that 2 plus 9n minus n9, and 3 multiply inside with all values. 3n squared minus 9 and 3 twos are 6. Finally, 3n squared, I'm copying first. 3n to power 2. And for your knowledge, this 9 and 9 and cancel out. And 9, 6 plus 2, 8. Out of 9, 8 gone, so minus 1. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe we got it. So it is very, so nth term formula is 3n to power 2 minus 1. So I hope so. We can do it by trial and error method, but there's a little complicated. This is easy, I think. How to use without calculator, we will use it. And make sure when take a denominator, there are two options are there. Sometimes we have such a numbers, for example, let's say here 7 and here 6. So there's nothing common, but nothing common, 7 comma 6. Then the LCM is 7, 6 are 42. Then 6 multiply here and 7 multiply here. But in this particular condition, it's not like that. We take LCM, and 9 comma 6 LCM is 3 threes are 3 twos are. What is LCM, student? This 3 into 2, multiply them all. And I got 9 twos are 18 LCM. So we will make it here 9 by 5 by 1 over 6. Make LCM here 18. Now think about it. How to convert this 9 into 18? So multiply into 3 up, into 3 down. See? And 2 up and 2 down. 9 twos are 18. How to convert 6 into 18? Multiply 3 up and 3 down. So I got 5 twos are 10 comes up. And 3 ones are 3 comes up. And finally, I get what here? I get you can say here 7 over 18 our final answer. So you 2 marks, so you have to show working of each step, okay? So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. Yes. So let's talk about next step, next question. D requires a number of hours in eight people spend exercises. Okay, and median, only median is a data which must be in order. Order smallest number is from here is 1.5. Then 2, then 2, then 3 comes. After that 4, then 5, then sorry, not 5, 4.5, then 5, and then 18. So data must be in order. And how many values are there? 8 values. We can do directly even or formula. Formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. It means 8 plus 1, 9 by 2. So become 4.5. So fourth term and fifth term. I repeat, fourth term and fifth term. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. And then find out average. Or second technique, cancel 3 values left side, cancel 3 right side. These two numbers are, we have median. So what is the median formula now? Add them and divide by 2. This is another way, but it's applicable only for small values. 3.5 hours. I hope so. The point is clear. Explain why the mean may be not suitable average. Actually, we have 3 kinds of average: mean, median, mode. Normally, students think average all only called mean. No, no, no. All 3 are called averages. Make sure. Okay. And but you know what happens? Look at here. Mostly values are 2, 3, 3.1 like that. But abruptly, one value is very awkward. Okay. For example, one student score 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. At one, like sometime one at once he got a 0 out of 10. So this number is awkward, not representing his performance. So that is why due to this 0, the mean is not a good option. So we will not find median mean for him. We will find out the mode or median both okay. Same way here, you can see that due to one abrupt value, one awkward value, one extreme value, you can say that. So why the mean is may not be a good average. So due to the extreme value, due to extreme value 18. Okay. So average mean is not good average. Mean is not suitable average. I believe you got my point clear. Now, this question number 9 is asking here which two triangle ABC are congruent. Congruency is a concept in which congruency congruent we have only options like this 25, 60, and the middle we have 6. But it's not happen here. 60, 25. This 6 must be here, but it's not like that. But what about this one? 25, 6, and this 6 middle, yes. So it means congruency is applicable A and C. This is not congruent with that, okay? All right, so you can say that A shape and C shape. Now you're saying which draw a circle around the congruence of criterion that can be supported to answer A part. So as I said before, this is what is called student A for angle, and S for side, angle, side, angle, or ASS. So I think they'll got the point very clear. So this is our answer. And that is why these two diagrams become congruent, because two angles and one side. A for angle, S for side. And I believe you got the idea. This is a very easy question. Simply, he said calculate. So we can use directly calculator. So we are not bound to show even the working. So into 1.2 to the power 3, and we get directly 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And how deal this question? This question for 1 mark even again, you can do directly, but 8, 2s are 16, 16 plus 1, 17. Better show this step. All those calculators we can do directly even. So 17, 17 cancel, 2 3s are 2 4s are. So 3 by 4 is our final answer. How to do this question? Again, it is a 1 mark, again calculator. So simply type in calculator, and as I type in calculator, I am getting answer is 1/4 or 0.25. So you can write anyone. This is a very interesting question. We can say the here students get issues sometime. Previous many questions were easy, but this question is some trick here. So let's see. You know, graph is given by him and intersecting the y-axis, and you know it very well. When I say that something in cutting x-axis is x-axis, so when I cutting x-axis, y always zero, and cutting y-axis, make sure this point is x always zero. So he's saying y-axis. So at y-axis, x is always zero. I will do two jobs. I will plug in every x is equal to zero, even here, here, and here. And same time, he said that, and say x, y cutting at y-axis minus 30. So it means this value will go in y. So I will put two things in the place of y minus 30. In place of each x is zero. And I believe this is nothing hard to understand because he's saying that it cutting y-axis at minus 30. So y value at that particular point is minus 30. Simply type in calculator. So this is a negative 3 into b into 2. Short story, I get negative 3, and negative 3 into 2 give you negative 6b, and negative 6 will divide there, and I am showing it here. So negative 30 over negative 6, and negative cancel. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, b value is 5, and I believe you're not getting an issue. But another part is very interesting. You say where this graph cutting the x-axis, and you know at x-axis y always 0. So I will plug in y0 here. Whenever I plug in y0, I get this kind of thing. But b value 5, I'm going to plug in there. So I'm getting x plus 5 and x plus 2. So I believe you got the idea. But you know, whenever product of one part, two part, or three part equal to 0, only for 0. Repeat my words. This is true for only 0, not for any other number. So it is a 0. So we can say either this part equal to 0, or this part equal to 0, or this part equal to 0, one by one. So when I plug this first one, I got this second one, I get this one, third one, I get this one. 3 goes right hand side, become positive 3, 5 become minus 5, and 2 becomes negative 2. But he said x will be bigger than 0. What is the bigger than 0? All of you know if this is 0, here 1, here 2, here minus 1. So he talk about actually positive numbers. So positive numbers, negative, negative, positive. So only one number is positive. Two numbers are negative. So that is x is 3, y0. You see, I plug in y0 because I plug in y0 in the place of equation. And you know that why is y0? Because it is very clear that x is cutting y0. So I believe this point is very clear. This is an interesting question we have. So he said the prime factors. So 315 as a product of prime factor. So what I will do, students, and secondly, x divided by, where's x? X is this full. So x divided by 315 means x value is 3 to power 2 into 5 to power 2 into 7 into 199 and power 57 and down 315. It means I must need prime factors of 315. It's divisible on 3, 3 ones are 3. Some students write 15 wrong, 105. You can type in calculator 315 divided by 3, you get 105. And now 3 threes are 9, 3 fives are now 5 7. So all these numbers I will copy in the place of it. Or 3 because power 2, 3 comes 2 time into 5 into 7. And have a look. This totally cancel. This cancel the power. This totally cancel. And finally, what left from here? 5 and that. And this is my final answer. Okay. Question number 11. The table shows information about the mass of each 50 students, children. Okay. And we have data. So we have to draw cumulative frequency. So 0 will plot against 20. Make sure, okay, what is a way to make it? Best technique when you have this kind of questions, you must know what is a one small box here. You don't know. Then we have a formula. Formula is value divided by number of boxes. It's a very important formula to apply here. What is value of 24 minus 20 is a 4. So 4 divided by what? 10. I got this 10 from where? 10 boxes. So I got one small box is 0.4. And I hope so you understood. Okay. 1.1 box is a, let me check. Okay, but problem is point, wait a minute, 4 divided by 10, correct answer. But 0.4 values are not in the table. You see, all are whole numbers. So we check it. If I multiply into 2, I get 0.8. If I make it, one is a, okay, or you can type in 2.5 boxes. 2.5 boxes, if you check it, 0.4 into 2.5, it give you 1. So 2.5 boxes, it means 2.5 is 1. So see, so 1, 2, 2 half. So it means this is 21. So half, 1, 2, this is 22. So 1, 2 and half, this is 23. And half, 1, 2, so 2.5. So I hope so you got the idea. It's a very important concept, otherwise very hard to do it. So I think I should focus on this only. 2.5 boxes is equals to 1. Same approach by. So what is value? 10 minus 0 is 10 value. And box is also 10, so become 1. So each one box is equals to 1. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. This is easy. This is very easy. Let's start. So first number, this along, make sure common frequency always come along y-axis. Is always along y-axis and this always along x-axis. So along y0, along x20, along y0, x20. This point I got it. Next point, x is 7, sorry, y value is 7 and x value is 22. So x is 22, y is 7. X value 22, y is 7. Y is 7. 22 is here, student, and 7 is where? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. So where they meet? 7 and 22. They meet here. And I believe you got the point very clear. So I'm writing now here. Over. And now I go for third value. That's 24 along x-axis and 23 along y-axis. 24, 23. 24, 24 from here and 23 a 3 box here. So this point I got it. Sometimes students, we do mistake, we mix them. So be careful. 35 along y, 28 along x-axis. 28, 35, 28, 35, 28 here and 35 here. I hope so the idea is clear. Just recheck. 24, 28, abrupt change. First 22, 24. Yeah, and now 20, 28. Next value. And 35. No, the correct 35 is in the middle of that. Correct. So, and now I'll go for 32 and 43. 32 and 43. 32 is this. 43 is here somewhere. So they meet here. And I believe you understood. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this point is clear. Next is 47, 36. So y-x is 47 and next 36. So 47, 36. 47 is from top 3 box down. And 47 and 36. 36 here. I believe you got a point. And now 50 and 42. 50 from top from here. And 42, I think. 42 is not 44, it is 42 in the middle. It is a 42. So I hope so the point is very clear. Sometimes students in a hurry, they think this point is here. Be careful of the students. Now let's start sketching part. And while sketching part, what's the rule? We never join directly. Some students join directly. No, you have to make a smooth. Don't join directly like that. No, wrong. Slightly tilt. You see, slightly bending. Here's some mistake. Okay, now this we have to slightly bend because it's going down abruptly. Check 22 against 7. Yeah, correct. Here abruptly changes. You see, it's coming so smooth. And now I join, sorry. You see, the graph is exactly smooth graph. And you can ask 90 percentile. What is the 90 percentile? 90 divided by 100 into total frequency, TF. And what is total frequency in 50? So I will write 50. 90 over 100 into 50. So 0 cancel, 0 cancel. 9 fives are 45. But 45 is not our answer's pointer. Where's the 45, students? 45 is in the middle of 40 and this is a, so I take a scale and I will take scale. I'll go exactly on the graph. Let's take a green color. And now you can see that it's meeting somewhere middle here. Okay, so I can take it another scale now once again, and this time I will make this way. And be careful. I think so. Okay. Now slightly move. So I think so. The idea is very, very clear. And now I'm going to remove scale. And this is I'm writing here. This is what's called 90 percentile. So what is answers coming here? And you know, this number is not exactly, it is a, so you know, this is a 32 and here it is 34. Okay, because average of that. So this is, we can say here, there was 33 students, 2.5 box, 33. So 33, it is a our graph because I make it little, if I make it slightly straight, you see like that. So this graph can move forward, or if I make it slightly more curve, so can maybe less. So that is why smooth graph is very important. Okay, and he mentioned many answers are there from 33 to 35, all answers correct. So my answer is what? You can see it. What is a one box 0.4? One box 0.4. Make sure. And 1 box and half box 0.2. So 0.2, it means from 34 subtract 0.2. So 34 subtract 0.2. So 33.8 is my answer. It is so, I tried my best. You can, it is okay. 33.8 is almost 34. Anyway, let's go for next question. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. 136 girls and this girls representing, and 144 boys representing. And he's saying his box and whisker plots mentioned both. And you know, your student, you know what is called lowest value, smallest value, LH, lowest value, or LV. Okay, this is called highest value, HV. What this value called LQ, lower quartile. What this number is called upper quartile. What this number is called median. And let me tell you, upper quartile. So this is a median. We can say half actually. Okay, half value is 50%. For your knowledge, lower quartile is 25%. So this is 25%, and median is a 50%, and upper quartile is 75%. So what a question he's asking us? He's asking us that each child who jumps a distance greater than 160 centimeter get a certificate, like 160 or more. 160 is here. So 160 here. Now this is, let's see what this number for boys, this is called upper quartile. And for your knowledge, how much gap always come from here is 25%. So this is 25%. So 25% of 144. So I'm finding 25% of 144. So 25% means 25%, if you check it carefully, so 0.25. Okay, or I can find 25%, even 25% of boys are how many? 144. So 144 plus, and the median is 50% of girls, and girls are 136. You can check. Why median? Because this median, and you know, he said that 160 and above, 160 and above. So we have to take a median, okay, and above are there. So I think now we type calculator. So 50% of 136, and it is coming 104. So I hope so the point is very clear. Okay, all right, clear. So actually we were looking for this values more than 160, and this is actually from here to here 25, here 50, here 75, but out of 175 subtract, you got a 25%. I hope so you got a point very clear, because logically this is 25, and this is from here to here 50%, this is 75%, but out of 100 you subtract 75%, this become 25%. So I hope so the point is very, very clear. This is a quadrilateral, but he said that give a reason why this cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral means if a circle passes through all points. You can see that I tried, and all points align circle. It is only possible if opposite angle, or is called opposite angles, like a this and this must be supplementary. Supplementary means, what is supplementary means, students? Supplementary. Supplementary means if you add two angles, then you got a 180. See, 180. 60 plus 120. If you add, you got a 120. 70 plus 110, it give you 180. So all these pairs are called supplementary angles. Can I, if I check it this? So if you add these two, yes, it is come again. Look at here. 101 plus 79 is giving 180. And what about these two? So 95 plus 85 is giving 180. So you can say the reason opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral, in cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Supplementary. You write this word, or you write add up to 180. So no problem at all. I hope so this point is clear. Question number 16, shade the region indicating this one. So if you confuse, although I can do directly, okay, members present in G, but not in H. This is our answer. But if you don't know, we have another technique. What is that technique? I'm going to discuss that. Get ready. This is a very effective, and I will not take too much time. You see, make two circles, make a rough, no issue at all. G, H, G, H. This G I'm writing on the top, and this H dash I'm copying on the other top. What does a G means? Circle of G. What does H complement mean? Accept the circle, take everything. It means outside. Okay. So what is a what when this sign is called common, and what is a common shading? You can see that this part and this part common. For example, this part is shaded, but it's not shaded here. It's called uncommon. So Mabruk, and my answer is this. I hope so. This part is clear. Let's talk about other one. This again, you're getting issues. We can do the same way. So we can make this kind of diagram. Examiner will not mind if you leave the working there or you erase it. He will not mind. Okay. Now I'm writing here L. Here L. This L come from here. This intersection come from here. Now J union K. Oh, sorry, K complement. Interesting. Okay, now this is another trouble with us. How to deal this one? Okay, so we have to do this separately. For example, again you confuse. This is easy because L is a big. This one L, so L. So here I've shade L. But problem is this: I don't know. For example, I don't know. No problem. I will make again do that graph. So no problem, because to confirm the math marks, if you do this kind of job, so not a big trouble. One circle, second circle, third circle. It will not take too much time. Okay, here I'm writing J, here I'm writing K complement. And this union I write in the middle. Union in the middle. So what is a J, students? I'm writing J. J is where? J is this big circle. So I shade J. And where is the K complement? Except this circle, shade everything. Except this circle, shade everything. I believe you're understanding. And what does union stand for? Common shading and uncommon shading. So let's start one by one. Is this common shading? Sorry. Is this common shading? Yes. So I will take it. I will take it. Wait a minute. Okay. So is this common shading? You can see this part is common. Yes. I will take it. And this white, but here shaded. Unit means one side shaded, we take it. And this outside we have, but not here. Uncommon, but I will take it. And what left further? I think two white region is common from both. I will not take it. But what about this part? Yes, I will take it. So you see, two white portions, we not take it, accept it. Now, what is a common shading here? So I think we can answer easily. Let's start. And let's start, students. So this part and this part common. So I take it. This part and this part take it. So I will take it. This part and this part common. I will take it. And I think so. Over. That's it. And this is our answer. And I believe you understood it very well. Let's go for the next question. He's saying in this diagram we have, what is this story we have? A intersection B is middle part, which is common among all. So one comes here, no problem. What is this? A union B. So I just repeat, A intersection B intersection C is one. So it means this is a one. So I must write one. What is the meaning of A union B union C? It means all three circles. All three circles. But if you say that whole complement, it means except these three circles, take everything. It means outside. And outside members are 17. And I believe it is very, very clear. So I'm writing here 17 outside. I hope so. Up till here, clear? Okay, now we'll see Number of members of C circle are 42. So it means from 42, subtract 7, subtract 2, subtract 1. Why? Because I'm looking for these numbers. So this add them all three and subtract from 42. And this is becoming 32. Because 7 to 9 plus 10. So I got a 32. I hope so clear. All values are filled. And I think this is the reason he was asking for 2 marks. This question is asking what? So f of x is minus 3. So first of all, I will copy functions. I always copy function. The chance of mistake will go. Every x, leave it empty space. Look at power 2, I'm copying even. So every x replaced by minus 3 here and minus 3 there. Like this. I now hope so you're understanding. Now I'm going to solve it. And that is a very clear. Negative square give you 9. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Very easy. Next part, G inverse of this. So job number 1, first of all, we will copy function. Number 2, remove function name, write y. Now, currently y is subject, but you will make x subject. How to make x subject? First, these two divides will multiply here. Step number 6, this 5 add will go there, subtract. Now, I will switch the sides, this become left and this will go right. When total switching, so no sign will change. And now interchanging criteria, x become y and each y become x. And this y replaced by G inverse. So alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, I think you're understanding it well. Let's talk about the next question. This is a little tricky and 3 marks question. But before I start, I want to tell a criteria. And what is that criteria? That is, if I replace any inverse function in a function back here and there, it will give you x. For example, if I ask you what is G inverse G of x, so answer is coming, they will cancel out, G inverse cancel out, and answer will come this number. If you don't believe me, okay, I can show you this value. I'm going to put it here. So when I put it there, 2x minus 5, but plus 5 already there available over 2. 5 cancel, I got 2x by 2. You see, x matches. So I hope so clear. It means we have basic criteria. And what is the criteria? Even k inverse of 2. What happens, students? K inverse cancel, I get 2 back. So what is situation here? So H inverse cancel each other and we get 63. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, this idea you understood, and their function must match. Same, but one inverse, one without inverse. Make sure. And now what is technique to do the right hand side? F function will go in G. So it means first I will copy G. I'm doing it here. First of all, rough work. G function is x plus 5 over 2. I will leave empty space both sides here and here. Okay. And here I write f of x, and here its value, which is x squared. So I hope so clear. So here I'm copying x squared. And for your knowledge, this is a value of f g of x. I'm replacing it. So I hope so you understood how I'm getting these values here. So I have done in the rough work. If you want to show this, and you must show, I think so, better idea is show to examine. Now this 2 will multiply their students, so x squared plus 5, because here dividing, they multiply. So to a 6 to 6, 12. X to power plus 5. 5 will go and subtract. So 126 minus 5. I get here 121. take a root, so it give you not 11 plus minus 11. But look at what this here mentioned here. He mentions here, check your knowledge and attention, that are you attentive or not. So, it is x is bigger means starting from here rightwards. So positive numbers will take it, but negative number will not take it. So right here as x is bigger than 0, so answer is only 11. And if you say x is less than 0, then I must write x is equal to minus 11. Okay, but these are not our part of question, so you can skip it, but just for your knowledge. So let's go for the next question, students. Next question is, okay, number 18. What question number 18 says here, we have to convert in simplest form and fraction form. For your knowledge, 0.419 and 2 dot on these numbers being recurring numbers. So 419, 19, I'm just making slightly separate, okay? And this continue forever. And if I multiply, and let's say I given this name as a x, I call as a x. If because actually I want the repetition numbers on the right side. So this 4 is disturbing to me. So I need one decimal jump. One decimal jump means into 10. So this equation multiply 10 both sides. So left hand side multiply got 10x. Right side, this 4 will come there because when you multiply, so you can check in calculator even, student. If you multiply this 10, or for example, this is not 10, 419 multiply by 10, you know what happens, students? Decimal will come here, become 44.19. So that is why 4.19, 19, 19 going forever. But I need all numbers which are after decimal should be repeating. So I can't solve because this 4 is disturbing to us. So first I multiply into 10, now multiply into 1000. Why? 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3. So these both numbers will come left side. So you can see 0.4. You can check please in calculator, students, parallel with me. 3 zeros, so 3 jumps. So it means it will come 419. And after whatever number will continue like that. Okay, I'm showing even that. Wait a minute, students. So 0.419 and 19 multiply by, so you get this kind of answer. So I hope so you got idea. So in 2000, so these two, sorry, these 3 numbers will shift left side because multiply with the 3 zeros. Okay, so I get a 419.19, 19, and continue. You can ask one question, sir. When you bring 119 left side, so what is it? Is 19 reduce or not? If from a water of sea, if you bring one bucket of water out, so it will not affect at all. And I believe you got a point. And now I will subtract them. So when I subtract them, for your knowledge, is a very interesting 2.57 and 12.57 and or I make it easy 6.57. So 6.57 and 1.57. If you subtract, you get 5 only, and this will cancel out. You can type in calculator, they will cancel out. So it means 5.0. So if we subtract, and because they match, they fully will cancel out. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So you will get it what? So here 990x, and out of 419 subtract 4. So you get a 415. And I believe you understanding it very well. And now this 990 will divide on the other side, and then you have to simplify. So 419 over 990. And when you simplify it, it is giving us so 0.4192 double dot on this is 83 over 198. If you simplify them, you get this answer. So Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, this part is clear. This question, some student getting issues here. He said K picks a number random from these three, and then she picks a number from these numbers, and when she add, okay, and two numbers are even numbers. So leave it. First we discuss addition. So 2, 3, 5, I write from top, and 5, 6, 7, 9. These numbers I take vertically, and like a dice, okay, 3-faced dice and 4-faced dice. When you roll, you get the two, and you it lands, you might add them. So 5 plus 2, you add, you got a 7, and 5 and plus 3, you add, you got 8, 5 and 5 add 10, so 8, 6, 3, 9, 11, 7, 2, 9, 7, 3, 10, 7, 5, 12, 9, 2, 11, 9 plus 3, 12, 9 plus 2, 5, 14. But he said even numbers. So I will mark even numbers by putting a black underline. Black underline stand for even numbers. You can see that even numbers. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 even numbers. So total even numbers. So total even numbers, we get 7. But he said, find the probability exactly one of the numbers picked is 5. Like, for example, I give you this 8. How I got it 8? I picked 3, I picked 5. So then I got 8. Okay. But this 10 I get how? I picked 5, I picked 5. 5 plus 5, 10. But he said, no, no. Exactly 1 5 could be there. And 5 must involve exactly 1 5. So it means I put tick marks, which I numbers I'm looking for. This is okay. Why? Because 3 and 5, 1 5 involved. This is not okay. Why? Because 2 5s are. This is not okay. Why? 2 and 6, 5 is not involved. This is not okay. 3 and 7, so 5 is not involved. This is okay because 5 and 7 involved. And this is okay because 5 and 9 involved. And I think so. And this is not okay because 3 and no 5 involved. So ultimately, 5 involved numbers are 4. So probability is 5, sorry, not 5, 4. 4 out of 7. And I believe the point is very, very clear. And once again, check. Mm, So I think so, maybe 7 are clear. This is a 5. 9 plus 4, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is all correct. But I think so, yeah. Okay, this is a, yeah, 3 numbers coming, not 4. Look, 3 tick marks. Sorry for that. I have 3, but I by mistake took 4. Yeah, okay, finished. Let's go for next question. Now, what is technique to solve this question? Here, student do one mistake. You know what mistake student do? They take power of 16 only by mistake, like this. And they write 81 as it is. No, 81 also have a 3 by 4. So this power distributes actually basically A into B, even divide and multiply. So this power will be distributed among all multiplying and dividing criteria. But plus and minus is not true. And now you can see, because question for 2 marks, 81. What I know, 81 is 3 to power 4. 3 to power 4. And upper power is 3 by 4. And x to 16 into 3 over 4. Actually, I'm using indices properties. 4, 4 cancel. 4 ones are 4, 4s are. Here I get 3 to power 3. And here I got x to power 12. And I get it what ultimately 27 x to power 12. If you are a little confused, so you can type even directly to get 27, but this you have to show manually. Okay. Let's go for next question. I can do this question in two ways. One way, directly make the power positive, and basic property. Whenever we have A over B and power negative, for example, X, B goes up, A comes down, power become plus one. So it means when I bring up and down, so power sign will change. Same story, I can say here, y2 power goes up, 1 down, and power become plus half. Plus you write or you don't write, no problem. And down 1 you write or don't write, no issue. Like a 5 by 1, you check in calculator, students, you get a 5. So why waste our time? So I'm writing y squared only. And power to power, they multiply. So 2 times 2 half, they cancel. Y to power 1 and something to power 1 is the same answer. And I believe you got a point very, very clear. Question number 21. What are question number 21? Have a look here carefully. In this question, what do we have are two cones we can see. One large one you can see and one smaller one which is not there. Actually, he cut from here and he removed. And this is called solid shape. It's also called frustrum. Okay. And diameter of the base is 9.2 given by him. And there's a height of the larger cone, which before cutting 12.5, the remaining part is 5.5. Now, what is the plan of action? Plan, how we can get this this volume? I tell you, the volume of solid, can I say, students, a bigger cone volume minus top smaller cone volume. Yes, so 1 over 3 pi r square h minus 1 over 3 pi r square h. You can ask me why I wrote capital and small to make a difference from each other. This is called radius, this is radius, and this is a height. It is very clear, and this is a height is very clear. So I think the idea is very clear. Bigger cone is very clear. I can write directly answer. 1 over 3 pi radius of the bigger is not 9.2, sorry, divide by 2, 9.2 divided by 2, 2 4s are 8, and 2 6 are 12. So 4.6. So 4.6 is my radius. So I'm writing here 4.6, and height of the whole object is 12.5. So I hope so. The bigger volume of the cone, I got it. Smaller volume, when I apply the formula, I stuck here. Reason, I don't have two things. The radius of smaller and height of the smaller. So where is the height and radius smaller? So have a look. This is called radius of smaller. Okay. And whereas radius of bigger is 4.6. Okay, I will use similarity idea here because you can see that I have getting two triangles similar. Okay, my ultimate target are two. This height is of small shape I can find easily. How? Because out of 12.5 subtract 5.5. 12.5 subtract 5.5, and I get 7.0. So small height is 7.0. So height of the small is very clear. Here I'm writing 7. So this is not a hard job left now. So height of small shape, I got it. Only thing left, if I get a radius of small, game is over. So let's start similarities. And similarity, what? I have two triangle, one small triangle and one big triangle. Small triangle radius r and bigger radius 4.6. Small height is 7 and bigger is 12.5. Repeat, smaller height is 7 and radius r, bigger height is 12.5 and radius 4. I hope so you got idea. So now use similarity, radius by radius, height by height, and both are length, so I will not do any squaring. and any cubing. So when this multiplies, their students, R is becoming 4.6 into 7 divided by 12.5. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, 2.576 is a radius. I hope so. This is a very clear. Now I'm going to plug in here on. So 2.576. So I hope so you understood the whole story. And now I'm just simply typing in the calculator and it will give me answer. So let's see. When I type in calculator, what my answer I'm getting. 1/3 into pi and 4.6 square. And I'm saving my time. 2.576 pi r squared into h. So answer I'm getting is here very clear, 228.34. He did not mention at all here, so we'll write 3SF. I need, I don't want. Which I don't want bigger than 4? No, we will not add. Approximately 228 centimeter cube is my final answer. And I believe you got the idea very clear. Let's go for next part, next question. Again, we have mathematical similarities coming here. But make sure this time this cm for length and centimeter cube for volume. I'm going to write 3 formulas here. Length, for example, here large. For example, length of large, length of small, area of large, area of small, one formula. Length of large, length of small, volume of large, volume of small. But make sure in case of the area, because you know length is already centimeter and area is already centimeter square. Are they balanced? No. To make them balanced, I will put square on it. So it means square of the length. In volume situation, length is centimeter and volume centimeter cube. Are they balanced? No. To make them balanced, I will take length cube. I hope so got my point. And now I will use this formula. That upper is just for knowledge purpose. So height of larger is my target. What is my target? I will keep in the numerator. So length of large, length of small, volume of large, volume of small, and put here 3. But you know, 3 can go on the other side even and become 1/3 or cube root of 3. Same thing. Volume of large is 875. Volume of small is 56, my students. Length of large unknown, length of small is 18. So I simply type in calculator and I hope so got the idea. So length of large is 18 times 2. What is this answer? Let me type in calculator. So cube root 875 divided by 56. I'm getting 5/2. Again, 5/2. So this answer is 5/2 and 18 multiplies there. And 2 9s are and 9 5s are 45. So height of the large or length of the large, whatever, height of the large is very clear, is 45 centimeters. So let's talk about question number 23. In this kind of question, make sure if something is common between denominators, we will take LCM. But in this kind of a question, we can't take n common. So in this situation, what is the solution? Look, I show a small idea. 5/3 plus 7/5, 7/4. If 3 and 4, if nothing common there, these values I taken nothing common. So the 3 into 4 is LCM. Product of both is LCM, and 4 multiply with that, 3 multiply with that. So 5 into 4 and 3 into 7. Same story here. So students, what will happen? This multiply with this multiply with this. but is only applicable if there is no LCM process. Directly product of the denominators will give us LCM. I hope so clear, students. Now, first of all, this 4 multiply inside. 4 2s are 8x, 4 5s are 20. 2 multiply inside, do it very carefully. 2x and plus 2. Same process down. X into 2, x into 5. I get 2x to power 2 and minus 5x. 1 multiply with the both and plus 2x and minus 5 equals to 3. Simplify. 8x plus 2x give you 10x. Negative 20 plus 2 give you negative 18. And here 2x squared keep as it is. And this value, if you solve it, negative 3x minus 5 equals to 3. And afterwards, what I will do it, I will simply I will simply multiply this on the other side. Sorry for that. This multiply there. So what I get, students, 10x minus 18 equals to 3. This multiply with the 3, I get 6x squared. This multiply with 3, negative 9x and negative 15. Now I bring this all values right side. Here I'm writing 0. And this is what 6x to power 2, students. This negative 10 comes here. It becomes what? Negative 9x already present, negative 10x. And this negative 15 already present, but this negative 18 comes here, become plus 18. 6x to power 2 and negative 9, negative 10 is giving you negative 18. 19, sorry. And solve these two, I get a plus 3. 0 writing here or 0 writing there, no issue at all. Now I have two choices, either quadratic formula or factorization. So 3 6 the 18 and 18. 18 ones are 18, 9 twos are 18, 6 threes are 18. But and I copy first term as it is, last term as it is. You see, these terms copying. Now check which pair add or subtract give you 19. So first one, rest plot. So 18 and 1 give you 19, but minus 18 minus 1 give you minus 19. So I'm writing negative 18x, negative 1x. So I hope so clear from here. What is common, students, from here? X and 6 common. I got x and 6, 3s are 18. So 3. And here nothing common, no number, but I will take a 1 outside and I get x and 3. You know what is the rule we have? If this sign and this signs are different, and they are different, then you make it same. We must write outside minus common. So this minus become plus, which is plus, and this plus becomes minus. So do check, please do the match. Yes, they match. So take x minus 3, x minus 3 common out. What left? This and this left. So I'm writing now 6x minus 1 equal to 0. Now, finally, I can say this equal to 0 and this equal to 0. This is only applicable if there is 0. Otherwise, this is not applicable. 3 goes on right hand side. So x is equal to 3. And 1 goes right side, become plus 1. And 1 over 6 is my second answer. So I hope so you understood it well. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Paper is completely over. Hope so you understood, and best of luck for exams, and just pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.